Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.
Hi, I had the mic muted. But yes, live gonna be starting soon. This is just the sort of setup, making sure we have the right stuff. Okay, if I make this visible, aha, cool, I can set that up and I don't have to. Hey, okay, the stream elements bot finally figured it out. It was having trouble for a bit. It was like flashing. Okay, so this is the YouTube chat box. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. For whatever reason, the doc for like Stream Elements chat is not behaving. I don't know why. But okay. So this should be desktop audio should actually be normal. I do have my mic. Actually, desktop audio might need. Advanced. Oh, no. Okay, I'm just gonna boost it right now. Just because I know my own mic is fairly nice. Okay. So yeah, just waiting on Alice. Time was 6. Yeah, okay. Okay, technical difficulties, but we're getting there. We're getting there. But yeah. Hope anyone viewing is having a good one. A decent Thursday. Just gonna drop this during so you just didn't see what it looks like. Okay, so that's what that looks like. That's what that window looks like. Okay.
Hello.
Hello!
How art thou?
Very good. Very good. Folks, this is, Alice Keys. Are we... I'm just seeing if the, if we
Folks.
have everything showing properly. We do! Yay!
Okay.
I will boost the Discord audio a bit more, and then we can get going. If anyone's like live, if anyone shows up, I'll even make a note in the chat, because obviously late viewers will not be live. That makes sense.
If you come and show up in the stream, thank you very
Anyone
much.
who shows up, let me know how the audio is. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Alright. And so, yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you? We're here.
We are here. We are live to the no one who is watching.
I love you. I love you, crowd. You're always with us in heart, even if you're not on stream.
Yeah. Anyone who watches the VOD, we love you too. So for anyone who's new to either my channel or whatever, I'm Olivia Wertheimer. This channel, Nerdy Unreal Dev, is a sort of Unreal tutorial channel, though I'm starting to include other game dev elements in the tutorials. And, you know, doing game dev stuff. I also, you know, I try to actually do game dev. And Alice here was wonderful and contracted my services for a little game called URN Charge. So yeah, I'm a technical artist. I do things in Unreal in games, and sometimes I stream. Alice?
Yes, I can introduce myself. I'm Alice Keys. It's true, I am wonderful, and I have this game called URN Charge that we are working on, and Olivia has been wonderful in her own right for being a 3D artist on it, as well as just basically wrestling GitHub and all these other wacky adventures so far, misadventures mainly. But we're here, and we're thinking about starting to, I guess, kind of stream and devlog some of our stuff that we're doing for the game, and I'm very excited to be here, and I'm very happy to, you know, get to work on all this stuff with you. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's everything I need
I'm
to
happy to work on this game. There's a lot of, as the sort of marketing campaign, you know, goes on, more will be revealed about why, you know, I love the concept and all sorts of stuff. I just popped up. This is sort of my default if we're doing something that's not not overly visual. I have Krita to futz around with, maybe provide some stimulation. Kinky.
There you go.
Did not think some things through. Okay. But
Yeah.
yeah, and the brand new Linktree and social medias are in the description, along with you can support me in a variety of ways.
Yes,
And
please do.
yeah, please do. And since Black History Month, for any streams, I've been including this link tree for OpenYourWallett. It's direct aid for Black queer folks. You can donate to the org itself. You can visit their social medias, and at times I'll also have so like here are the various like current campaigns, so you can help them out, and or maybe get some help. There's a lot of links here, so that's also in the description. Help them out.
Yeah.
Black queer folks are unfortunately it's a lot harder to get funds because of various systemic issues.
Right, yeah. And resources are more fraught once they're even acquired, so yeah, I see so many good links in here. This is actually really good. I'm gonna copy.
Well, you can go into the description below.
Yes. Where can I find such a link? I see that. Yeah, I see them all down below. This is good. Also, I can. I guess. Do I need to briefly advertise our game, or should we save that for later?
Sorry, I got distracted by the fact that okay. I'm in Minnesota, which is one of those states where tornadoes happen. So they have tornado sirens.
Dear.
And the sirens just went off. But sometimes they have drills, and even though it's not a normal drill day, they did a drill earlier, and I guess this is an evening drill? I hope it's an evening drill.
I hope too. That was the first thing I did. I looked at the date and I was like, is it the first? It's actually not. It's
yeah, no.
It's 420
is it
in fact.
First Wednesday of the month? No, it's 420. Dab.
Maybe they're high at the siren station. They're fucking putting stuff.
So the representatives here, they did a thing. Hi, Rue's one of the cats. Where, like, how Republicans will, in case anyone viewing wasn't sure of our political stances, how Republicans will often, like, hide things in various, like, legislature, and it's, like, always horrible. Yeah. Well, last year, this Democratic state representatives hid a, hid a thing that made THC edibles legal in Minnesota.
Oh, I know about this.
Yeah,
yes.
Within like a farm bill. And the Republicans were so mad, and I was just cracking up because it's literally the same tactic.
I literally, it's like they can't say anything because it's like, do you want to bring attention to this issue of sneaky legislature with the fine print? Interesting. Vaguely defined legislature? Oh dear.
Okay.
Help us, arbiters of democracy, Republicans.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a Tennessean right now. I'm having a whole ass fucking time right now, so yeah.
Well, just so that no one watching is on a cliffhanger of like, is there a tornado? No, it's just the second alarm.
Very, very good. I'm glad you're safe.
Confused, but it's all good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yes. Fortunately, it's I guess one of the, wow, that works, themes of the game, in a way, sort of. Y'all will find out more.
Oh yeah. Um. Yeah, I guess I can. So the game itself in question is about a nanny bot, a very special nanny bot that has a 10-second battery and a 6-foot charging cable, and you're basically trying to bring back to power this house that is in space. It is a house from Earth that is in a kind of weird space pod thing, because Earth in our story has is dying, and everybody, mainly the rich people, are trying to flee to Mars, and so this is a not very good attempt of doing so in this household that is heading into space, and so family breakdowns ensue, and the only one that is left to maintain this house and revive it is an adorably outdated nanny bot that we call Nan, and you are basically trying to daisy chain and connect all of this power together so that you can bring the house back on, and all while trying to find charge for yourself because you only have 10 seconds of battery. That is and then yes, the story is very also very trans friendly, and it's very it's got a lot to say. Me and Olivia talk about it a lot, and
Yeah,
we basically get mad at the world and we like clickety clack about the game.
it's basically like, so like Mondays are our stand-ups, but for the first 15 minutes, yeah, it's like shooting the shit. And but lately, because of how Tennessee has been, it's also been like, wow, that's relevant.
Yeah, it used to be me. It used to be me doing this in therapy, and now it's turned into my dev meetings turning into just like what's going on in Tennessee. But I don't even live there anymore. It still is on my mind all the time. Like the song Georgia, but not in a good way. It's not about peaches. So what are we gonna get into today?
Okay, so I will pull up my handy dandy checklist on good old Notepad.
Also, nice drawing, by the way.
Huh?
Nice drawing, by the way. I had to give you the props.
Thank you. Yeah, and for those wondering, the in the thumbnail image, the bot with the blue thing hanging off of it, that's a little like emote I made of Nan. The bot that's just kind of dancing with the wiggly smile, that's just what Canva had for robots, and I was like, oh, that's cute and works. But to be focused, right, when two ADHD people do a stream. So
listen, we got here. There's no promises.
Yeah. Hey, we got here. That was the first step. Okay. So the first thing, pre-stream checklist. Some people may not know this, but streaming is kind of like a bit more complicated than just hitting play on or go live. So for me, I'm not on camera this time. Makeup optional. I use dark lipstick because my lips are pale, and also I don't know if like the image of me is big enough for this to be relevant, but I do know that it can, it's helpful for some people who are hard of hearing to be able to see lips so they can lip read.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, so part of
I love
like
that.
it, I mean, I just look good in dark lipstick, but
Same.
yeah, but it is also a bit of an accessibility thing.
That's great.
Yeah, decent lighting. That's again a camera thing. I have a desk lamp that I figured out if I point it upwards, it provides light without shining right in my eyes. I don't have a ring light. You can go to my throne and gift me one. But yeah, description and links. Check out the throne in the description below. But yeah, just setting that up, you know, what is the stream about? Thumbnail, which we are gonna discuss. Embarrassing stuff off screen. If you're streaming by application, it's less of an issue. But like today I decided I was going to do display, which means getting all sorts of like random pictures and whatnot I've saved on my desktop off. It is now clean. There's stuff. This is a fairly organized thing. And this is concept art for Horizon Zero Dawn that I've got as my background. An OBS properly set up, which can take longer if you decide to actually delve into overlays, which is now standard for streaming, so you kind of have to. But it also lets you do things like have tip me at kofi.com/Olivia'sNerdyDev, just showing constantly.
I think I have that set up on my OBS as well.
Nice, yeah. So like this is all stuff like to consider before doing a stream, and I just made a checklist because I've never made a list of it before. But I realized to someone new to it, like you, and maybe the viewers at home, you know, it's not necessarily obvious and good to have written out. So yeah, but the things that we shall do. Make the Twitch.
Yay.
Which is another reason I just have Krita up for mucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we're gonna be making a Twitch to this is the aforementioned streaming we were talking about. We're gonna be doing like some game dev stuff on this thingy, so we're gonna get all set up on OBS.
Okay, so but have you made the Twitch account?
No, we have not.
You do
I know
actually need to have an account. So the second thing is overlay and stream elements fun. So I use stream elements because there was a whole thing about a year or two ago about how Streamlabs had basically taken the OBS source code and claimed it as their own. Which it's like, yeah, OBS is open source, but that's just like an ethical no-no. So Stream Elements, however, is still good. I actually have the bot. You can use it to give me tips. But it also, yeah. In order to log in and get like the sort of like, they have a new overlays widgets editor. But in order to get like the overlays and the chat bot set up and the merch, which is just like you can do like set up via Stream Elements a print on demand thing. I swear they're not paying me. I wish they were. Oh good, Pride's back. But yeah, in order to do all of that, you need to have a an account that you connect to Stream Elements, and then they do a bunch of things. Some of the overlay stuff.
Hello?
Hi. Oh, did you drop?
You dropped.
I dropped.
Yes.
Oh. Do you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you.
Okay. Well, my voice for the video doesn't rely on... It's doing it via my mic instead of via the desktop. Because otherwise you would be the only one talking. So hopefully I don't drop again.
Yeah. Okay. It was only for a little bit too, so.
Oh, I think there was an... Okay, I see. I see what's going on here. I think the internet dropped. That's what's going on. Yeah, that sounds like what happened. It happens. That's life.
So I know we wanted to set up the Twitch account. I thought we were gonna do that with Zach. Do you want me to go ahead and just like make one for tutorial purposes?
I mean, it's all gonna be on your end.
Okay.
Okay. Zach is another person on the dev team. Well, I guess we don't necessarily have to. I guess we don't necessarily have to have that. So if the plan is to make it with Zach, that can wait. We can discuss overlay designs, though. We already did what is URN Charge. Oh, also, so I mentioned setting up template for thumbnails. Canva will behave. That's actually how I realized it could have been an internet dropping thing. Just because of how Canva was like, you're offline! So, and I just realized you have to actually watch the stream in order to like see the screen. Whoops. Okay. Well, oh, right. Hi, my brain is perfectly functional, and I don't, I have a nan for a brain right now.
Aw. Yeah, it's not that.
Okay, this is not Signalus. So, the reason I bring up thumbnail templates is because I found it's really easy. It makes posting videos easier and even streams easier if you have a sort of template for just making thumbnails on the fly. So like so this one, today's thumbnail, took me like 5 minutes. I just looked up some of the game's imagery, threw in my nan, and looked up robot on the like Canva elements, threw that in, changed this title, as well as changed this from Nerdy Dev Games to Nerdy Unreal Dev. Boom, thumbnail. And it's because I had like these graphic elements done. I think it's from one of these templates that they have. I paid the money for the pro thing, so I have access to all of them. But like just having it helps with consistency, so like there's sort of a consistent thing for all the videos, but then you just add other things. literally all I know about Signalis still is horror game with lesbians.
Signed. Sold. Sold and signed. That's all I need.
Right? I'm just like, you know, I was just like, I'm getting queer vibes about this, and then I looked into a bit more, and it's like, canon lesbians.
Yeah, I've been seeing lots of fan art on Tumblr, which tells you everything you need to know about who's loving this game.
Oh yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Um,
So actually, what we can do, which might be semi-entertaining, is tube thumbnail, and I swear I'm not getting paid by like. The only people who might pay me are viewers like you. The paid promotional thing, that's me promoting things in the hopes of getting paid. Okay. Oh, I hope this doesn't show. Am I getting the email right? The email I have is the email you use for Canva, right?
on the screen?
Well, I moved Canva off screen for privacy reasons, but yeah.
I'm sorry. You're well, I'm not seeing an email on the screen.
No. Canva, in order to collaborate. Actually, maybe there's a collab link I can give.
Collaborate with me?
Yes.
That'd be amazing.
I
We should do that sometime.
Trying to see if I can do it now.
It'd be ideal. Do you need my my email then?
Okay. Sorry, what was that?
So, do you need my email?
Yeah, is it the one I have?
It should be. Let me just put it in the dev chat, just so you know.
Yeah, that's not gonna be shown. Okay, I had it backwards. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get a new email soon. That's a little bit closer to my name, but or at least like my full name.
Oh, now it has an invite link. Okay. All right. Check your email.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the template I used last time. You busted. Aha!
Very nice. Ah, we're together.
Yeah. It's
Yay!
a collab thing. So like you can pull potential templates and play.
Whee! Okay. What are we creating?
We are creating kind of like what I shared, the like thumbnail template.
Okay.
So like for next week's stream.
I see. And next week, I think we're gonna. Is that when we're cracking into placing assets into the level and whatnot for the promotional shots?
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I have some materials that we could use as maybe like a background first. It's just like screenshots of, kind of wireframey stuff that I've been looking at while I've been kind of cracking into it. Might be helpful.
Might be. And like, I mean, if you upload something, at least on your end, it's gonna like stay saved.
Mm-hmm. Let me try that just for fun. This is a little banner that I've made, or at least like this is one of the pieces of art that we're kind of trying to make right now.
Yeah. Might have some adjustments.
or 5.
You know. Well,
You
we
can
need
see-
to get like a good like pine tree
Mhm.
instead of the cone, because
It's a triangle. It's a triangle for a tree.
yeah, with like default fire.
Yeah, that is literally straight from Unreal Engine. I just drag and dropped.
What is I'm sorry, what is this like sensory overload?
Oh my. Oh. My brain's gone. Here. It's not gonna be that.
Yeah, no.
Not with my ADHD ass. And on that note, I think one of the things that like we're trying to focus on right now is that like that composition. Like that was like, for instance, that was so noisy with all the contrast and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so one of the things we'll be doing is like we'll be dragging and dropping like the assets in that we can find, that it's like making it look good, you know, and just kind of filling out this little demo level of for our promotional artwork. But there's going to be a lot of you know, fine tuning and stuff like that to make our angles good and make sure that it looks like, you know, it translates well to the eye and it doesn't overload people. So I've been kind of designing a lot of that this week, just on Microsoft Paint of all things, which Olivia's been nice enough to try to yank me off of it, and it might work soon.
Like, it's not even intentional. Like, I didn't even realize Alice was using paint. I mean, it was just like, I mean, it's good. It was good art. But yeah, no, it was just like, by the way, there's this art program. It's called Krita. It has a whole bunch of brushes and layers.
Layers? Oh my god, what are those? Like, because Microsoft Paint is just, I do my own version of layers, and it's really ridiculous. But it's not efficient, as you can imagine. This is the art that I did though, just to show it off. This is something that the box art might look like, or the or like the app art. Like, for instance, when you pull up it, our unfinished game on a theoretical Nintendo Switch, if that were to ever happen, it would look somewhat like this and not like Microsoft Paint. But I did all this in Microsoft Paint, which is cool.
Yeah, and that's really good. Though I love how like the Unreal Engine default material is showing. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I just grabbed OBS. Like, that's not what I want. No.
This stuff right here, gotta go.
Yeah, so we have, I'm not opening any Unreal stuff right now, but yeah, next week we will be going into this project, which has a whole bunch of asset packs, and then deciding which of those shall be migrated to this project. That way we're not just dumping entire asset packs in.
Which cluttered our project, so that before, like basically before you came along, I cluttered the whole project with what remains of Edith Finch's assets, which they were, Giant Sparrow was cool enough to make those all free. If you go on, you're a game dev and you're making anything that kind of like takes place in a household, like especially kind of like an old timey one and whatnot, Unreal Engine has a whole giant pack of every asset from the game What Remains of Edith Finch, which is one of my favorite games and a humongous influence on this game as well, I will say. Shameless plug on that one.
Play.
Have you, wait, have you played it?
No, I haven't.
Oh my goodness. I will buy it for you. Or someone will tip you from the audience. I see we have one person watching now, and I want to say,
just you watching?
hello. That might be me. That very well could be me. So what we're learning is that it's me. Hi, I need to be the one who buys this game for you.
You don't have to. You don't have to. It would be nice, but you don't have to.
It's a tax write-off, right? For my work? My team?
Totally. I mean, it can technically be one.
Yeah, dude, I'm not... I don't know anything about that stuff. Like, as far as... I still feel like a child making a video game and not an adult. And then people tell me that stuff all the time where it's like, take your whole dev team to Sweden. It's a tax write-off for dev work. And I'm just like, that's not possible, is it?
Like,
so
you need the money as cool as that would be.
Yeah.
You need the money to go to Sweden.
Yeah, we're not going to Sweden. We're not. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's
Right up first, your bubble.
yeah. I'll have to get like my lingonberry jam from the foreign market, world
Instead.
market.
Lingonberries. Is that what Sweden's known for?
I don't know, but I do know. I mean, Sweden's known for IKEA.
Really?
Lingonberries are kind of like cranberries, and lingonberry jam is like from Sweden. My mom introduced me to it.
These could be snozzberries for all I know. I've never seen one until I just Google it. So you learn everything
like
on these screens,
jam
don't you?
because it's not as sweet.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it's less sweet because like the berries themselves are really tart. They're like cranberries.
Yeah, it looks like a cranberry, and that's like, isn't that like kind of a weird rule of thumb that most small berries are like actually really really tart because like animals and science things. I'm not a biologist. Listen, don't come to me. Okay.
Just here trying to tell your stories.
That's right. that is what's going on. I like that. That's a pretty cool format. On that second page, I'm seeing.
Yeah. Just pulled that up.
Do you think the?
I like having an aspect of the template that like you have the stable aspects, and then you have the parts that are like that like. You have the parts that are like consistently the same, and then things like specific images you can just like add.
Yeah, like the new, like on the right and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Do you think this photo that I have here is gonna work out?
Throw it in. Oh, the top one?
Yeah, like if we I don't know if we if there's a more attractive crop, but you know. That was cool how it looked earlier, like with like kind of like split down the screen, but
Oh yeah, like you have. Ah, there we go. Canva is kind of weird with its cropping. I won't lie.
yeah.
The hint of the fire.
Yeah, that's, you have to always include this fire. It's just so, it's, look at that.
But yeah,
Chris is on fire.
Gotta do like a hint of a fire, like a taste, like something weird is going on, but you don't quite know. Gotta have a mystery.
Okay. Let's see.
I suppose like some like color, like specific color theme. I mean, I've been using the sort of like dark and neon blue. But I
Yeah,
suppose
that's kind of
black,
yeah.
blue, and red, and white.
That's pretty much been the colors that we've been using for that I've been using, at least like in my making of the stuff. Oh yeah, also here, this will be handy. I actually have logos on deck.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, let me get you a
That'll be
logo
all
real quick.
official, and then Canva will just take the colors right from that.
Where are you? Oh, there you go. Are you actually going to be transparent? We'll see. No. There is a way to make it, though. I'm trying to figure it out. I did a lot of this earlier.
Yeah, we can, like, plop a sort of, like...
Oh, you can. I think you can do this because you're. You have Canva Pro, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I give them money. Might as well use it.
Let me here. I have. This may be weird. Right here, and then I have this. And then maybe we could do get rid of the yellow by chance.
Yeah. Let me just. I'm thinking edit photo, background remover. It's thinking. It thought. Not too bad.
Yay!
Like
Oh,
there's
yeah.
weird yellow, but like. Good work on that.
Yeah, that is hard.
No, I just figured it would be funny to like put a tree over.
A real Christmas tree.
Yeah.
A tree that actually looks like a tree.
Yeah. But like it's obviously not supposed to be in the photo.
Might be alright.
This is what marketing is like, folks.
Yeah, it truly is. I've done so much research on so many things I never thought I'd be researching, and it's all to do with like logos and other promotional art that you gotta learn it all, but it's pretty it's pretty annoying. It's sometimes you just want to create, and then it's just like, you know, it gets in the way. But also, it's been kind of fun to learn how to like make all this art, and you know, set up like a game store page and stuff like that. And the next time around, I'll definitely be able to like have that all as a template and everything, and just be able to like get going on it. But it's there's no dots, there's no periods in the title.
Oh, okay.
That's why I took them out. Because it got annoying with some of the. I thought it would help clarify that it's not called URN Charge, but I don't think anything will at this point. And it just got in the way of like just various text things. It just was like nothing wanted to cooperate with it, so I just decided to take them out and just kind of space it out like that. But hopefully it's not, you know, super confusing.
Hopefully, and that'll be a whole other issue, I guess. Because we don't need this subscribe thing.
Oh, okay. I was gonna try to bring it on top.
Oh, I
Get
just
some, like-
heated it.
Okay. That works too.
See, I like having, lines and shapes. I like lines and shapes.
Let me see. This
pro
goes to the
lines and
forward.
shapes. Now, I like having that, like, kind of,
I wish I had a better picture for this, or like one that was a little bit more.
well, after, like, the stream, you will.
Yeah, that'll be the good thing. Yeah, I like if you find a way. I do enjoy a little bit of text overlap, but I don't know if we can even
Oh, you
that
like
much
the
text over there.
text overlap type of thing?
Somewhat, but then I feel like we should expand expand it over to the left, like more like the whole picture more, and I don't know if we want to do that. But
I mean, I think for the theme of the next sort of stream of adding assets into the project, I like the this. I don't know. I like having a certain amount of silliness with the thumbnails. I mean, my Nerdy Unreal Dev ones are very drab. But for the Nerdy Dev games, it's like Mira Furlan, may her memory be a blessing. She voiced a character in Beyond Blue, so I threw in her Babylon 5 character, Delenn, who was originally going to be trans, but the network said no. But there's a lot of trans stuff going on with Delenn. Definitely recommend watching Babylon 5. Or like...
come on.
Yeah. With Love Shore, I'm aromantic, so there's automatic sort of hilarity in that I am playing a romance game.
Oh, you're aromantic?
Yeah.
Or is it aromantic or or does it matter at all?
Aromantic. I don't know the right pronunciation. It's often shortened to arrow. So I actually have arrow earrings.
Do you really? That's awesome.
Yeah. I only have one ear pierced. My right one actually had both, but like one of them got too infected. So now I have the gay ear pierced. Funny how that works. So I have two arrow earrings, but only one pierced ear. And it's actually one of the things on my Amazon affiliate thing, which you can see by clicking on my throne.
It's in the description, folks. Get to it now. Thank you. I might actually here. I might take this one. This photo we're using. I'm gonna go to trusty old paint. I'm actually going to cheat, and I'm going to enlarge little Nan, because I think that's not actually how big Nan is supposed to look anyways, but also might work to emphasize and get the right composition. I flipped it around to see if it would look good. We can flip it back around if we like, but it's not. I don't hate it. This little thumbnail that I've done.
Yeah.
really is just truly like testing out stuff. Seeing what works and what doesn't.
No, kind of like how I'm like messing around with like
like the color palette I can see. And that's pretty cool.
yeah.
This reminds me of the Indie World streams that Nintendo does. Like they did one I think yesterday actually.
Oh, really?
They're like indie game showcase thing. I think they dropped one yesterday.
Okay.
Okay, let's oh, and you can go.
Finally, like actually have a layers tab.
Oh, okay. And so this is what, yeah. Like something like this, like kind of bleeding in, but it goes underneath. I think looks dope.
Okay, so I'll move this down.
I'll wait till we're done to kind of do this image replacement that I'm about to do because it's gonna look annoying and get in the way. But I just like I basically just cornered Nan a bit, and I like kind of left some negative space maybe for the what am I trying to say? The title of the game, the logo, which I also did in MS Paint.
Hey, you've got good MS Paint skills.
Thank you. If anything, yeah, it's like I would at least like to demonstrate that it's like there are definitely tools that are better than MS Paint as far as like getting into art and stuff like that. Like, and I think that's definitely worth like plugging and talking about and stuff like that. But there's also been this thing. I'm a big advocate of things like accessibility and things like and a lot of that can come down to like resource accessibility, where it's like you might not have all the you might not be able to afford Photoshop or something like that, and or your computer might not be able to run it, and you might have to be stuck with the MS Paint. And if you are stuck in a situation like that, there are plenty of free resources that you can use for art making. But if you feel yourself like I'm not using the right tool set or like the right program, just as long as you're getting it done, as long as you're making it, that's like the best thing you could do. I think the worst thing you could do is say, oh, well, Microsoft Paint isn't very, that's not what actual graphic designers use, then I'm just gonna wait till I get to better software, I'm gonna wait, and then you get yourself locked into an idea of I've just done that to myself quite a bit, and then after a certain point, I had to just say, you know what? Well, at least I'll start with MS Paint and maybe get something different. And it's been way too many years since I said that and settled on that. But
But no,
that's my...
no, you're absolutely right in that. It's sort of, it's use what's available to you and don't feel bad if you're not using, quote unquote, the right tools.
Yeah.
Because honestly, there's so many different ways to do things that there really are no right or wrong tools. There's what you feel comfortable with using, which is something I talk about a decent amount on Twitter, just because I personally do not click with Blender. Blender is Autodesk Maya is considered the professional game dev tool, but if you can't afford that, then Blender's supposed to be the default. And
Yeah.
I mean, I learned Maya in college, so I'm now used to it, but a lot of it clicks for me more than Blender. But that doesn't mean Blender is bad. Blender works for a lot of people.
Yeah. You can actually see some Blender made stuff in the little left right here. These little banisters, I popped them out really quickly. And yeah, it's because it's what was first available to me. I never got into Maya, which I have heard is, yeah, I've heard it's the default or whatever.
Yeah, and it's just use what works for you, and if something doesn't work for you, that's okay. And it doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't
No.
mean people using it are bad.
Yeah, I've seen people be weird and like toxic about things like this sometimes, but because I think people just like, I don't know, people sometimes their identity is really centered on like their work and their craft and their artistry, and so opinions come flying out and stuff like that. I think honestly that's a really good point too. It's kind of the like what you just said, like with Blender, where it's like, because a lot of people say Blender's the default too. Like some people say it's like, I mean, like there's better tool sets, but it's like which one's better that's free, and it's like Blender's the go-to or whatever. For learning, go to Blender and stuff like that, and or like code, like start with Python, and there's all these opinions and stuff like that, and you'll hear a lot of stuff that's like use X, it's the right tool. And I think in the inverse way, where it's like if you feel insecure because those people are saying that, it's like don't also feel insecure and that you're not using the right tool. If you get Ableton, you get the big like Adobe Suite thing, and it doesn't feel like right for you, and you would rather make music in like I used to make music in Audacity and like Reason, and then I still sometimes like to use like Reason more than some of the. I really like this. This is really nice. I had to pop in and say that real quick. I gotta readjust. Well, actually, okay. I'm gonna do an annoying thing real quick, and if it's bad, we'll change it.
Yeah, no, that's all right.
Let's see. Here, send it down to the bottom. I'm assuming. Send to the back.
Oh, you mean the layer thing? Layer. Send it back. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hate this. Like, I mean, for my work, not your stuff. I like your stuff. I'm more concerned about screwing up your shit right now.
It's fine. All right.
Also, I'm sorry. I was in the middle of a comment that I totally dropped out of nowhere. I'm trying to.
Audacity.
Oh, all that to say, basically, it's like I agree with what you're saying. It's like sometimes you might get the big thing or whatever like that, or the big official thing, and you don't feel like it fits for you, and it's like, but that's what everybody's using, the big tools. Like no one's gonna take me seriously if like I use FL Mobile. It's like, you know what? People used to say that stuff about like Fruity Loops Studio, like FL Studio used to be called Fruity Loops, and everybody made fun of it because they like to make fun of like ringtone rap for various reasons, and they would call it cheap production because like, oh, you could do it on your own on a laptop, it's cheap, you're not in a big giant $1 million studio with a $700,000 mixing board, like, and that stuff got disparaged until literally everybody started using it, and they rebranded as FL Studio, and then now people are making like #1 hits off FL Mobile. Like, I've heard such good stuff from my friend who like was making stuff like on his phone at 19 years old, because that's all he had. He didn't have a laptop. He didn't, he had his other phone got stolen from him, and he like, that didn't stop him from making stuff on FL Mobile, and that stuff rocked. So definitely don't gaslight yourself or something into thinking like this isn't real or this isn't right because like I'm not using the right program.
Yeah, there's
The end.
no wrong or right like program. There's just like what you make and what works for you. And, oops. No! Okay, this is really weird. No, can't just control Z the background. Restoration and erasing. Okay, and good. Yay! That random yellow dot is gone.
Very good. Will you are you do you have the logo selected?
Yeah, I still have it selected.
Okay. I'm just trying to get does this will you deselect it? I'm trying to I want to see if it how do you feel about that? What do you think about it? That
Like
placement.
in the center?
Mhm.
Yeah, I think that works.
Okay.
Like it's still fairly visible right there.
Yeah. I know right here it's like the issue is that some of that looks like
Well, what can be done is position
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise
and
to the sun.
then
Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3,
move
grow hard about
that
what
a
you wanna be.
bit,
Step
and
4,
then
everybody just do your thing.
transparency.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. 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 Today's gonna be a
There we go.
good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do.
There we go.
Math of preparation.
very nice.
Yeah, just, you know, adjusted, threw in a shape, adjusted the transparency, and then made sure that it was like a dark color in the like gray to white, sort in the black to white sort of color range, grayscale.
Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a
Inversely, a less elegant solution. I just edited it in MS Paint. If you, but now that you did that, that's so. I feel like I can't undo a good thing. That's a really cool tool. I like Canva a lot. I've gotten to use it a bit more recently, and it's I don't know. I just really enjoy it. It's a good tool.
Yeah, no, I like it too. It annoys me that they do have some like AI bullshit now. But
Oh yeah, we talked about this. I do. Yeah, I have seen this.
yeah, like they have some sort of like AI thing, but and I want to be clear, I speak up so much about this, but at a certain point, it's like I use Canva for so many things that to find something similar and hope that that too doesn't do some sort of weird AI thing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, you know what, I'll just like stick with what I'll just stick with this because, you know, I do this I use Canva for so much, and like you can use it for free and that is valid. For me, I find the Pro to be worth it. But yeah, it's irritating.
yeah.
But yeah.
You would. I think the worst is yet to come. Unfortunately, that's something that can be. I feel like easily agreed upon. However, I think the good thing though. The best thing that can come from that though is that we've yet to see what a lot of people will do to react to a lot of the things that are going to happen, like the way that it's going to shape our industries. And I can only hope that we just if we stay vigilant on that aspect, and hopefully we start to see some changes more about like people want to like what they are allowing, or like just like people who hold these platforms, like what they choose to do and what they think is acceptable as far as like just everything to do with like AI and stuff like that. Like we kind of saw a little bit of this with when the NFT stuff came around, and it's like we saw a lot of people jump in on it, get really hype, and then everybody was just like, absolutely not, please don't. And then we saw like, not everybody, of course, but it's like enough people at least to say just like maybe not,
Yeah, it sort of like died out because it was a scam, just as so many people said. And for people who are kind of confused about what we're talking about, so it's that generative AI trend right now. So like your Dollies and your Chat GPTs.
Yeah, exactly.
And
using other people's art to generate this random stuff, which is the big thing that you have to hold, I think, everybody to, is that it's like, it's that, because I think a lot of the people that are saying stuff like, it's like, it's an art in and of itself. It's like, well, anything can be created with like artistic integrity. Like you can like forge a painting of someone else, and that can be its own art, and that can be valued on its own. But if the artist didn't give you the consent to take that art and then sell it and make money off of it, and also the artist is standing right there with a tin cup and you're shaking it around saying like, I'm broke, please give me money. So there's like so many layers that come into it, but don't let the argument end at, well, it's an art form too, because it's like that's not the issue. Like people, now here's the thing, that's the kind of hot take from our side of the story, honestly, because everybody's like, yeah, like fuck AI art, like da da da. It doesn't even look great. I honestly think a lot of it does look cool. It's just the ethics about how it's being, like, oh, it's not real art, and it's like, I don't know if I can get behind that, because like it's there's like a lot of stuff that is sort of like I'm not gonna, you're never gonna hear me say this out in public and like defend it as loud as I do like
saying it
artists.
in public right now.
Well, yeah, right, but like you, like not in a. I'm never gonna say it in a way louder than I say support artists and backing up artists. Like I'm never gonna voice this opinion in a way where it's like,
Yeah.
because it's like, yeah, some of the AI art I've seen is pretty nifty. It's like there's some cool stuff that you can make out of that, but it's like that's within a vacuum. Like to even get to a place where that's like being in the world, like ethically created, like theoretically, if you gave it only art that you've made to draw from and then try to create from that, it's like, sure, there's like some stuff like that, but like I think that that's so many if ands and buts to the argument. I mean, it's like you can talk theory all day long, but what we're really concerned about, I think, is like big companies using AI stuff, right? Like not paying artists for things.
And I mean, is it art or not? That is an ongoing question, but also kind of irrelevant in a way of just like the ethics of generative AI, because they're built on these data sets of stolen, not just artwork, but even like medical records. It's just not really ethical to use. And then you have, I mean, it's like AI in itself is not necessarily bad. A lot of games rely on AI, for the NPCs to run. It's just, the generative AI is being sold in a way to convince companies to hire less people, and like that's how they're being sold, which I find extremely unethical, especially as like there's already a lot of like artists and whatnot struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like for the effort you could do, like get into AI art and like, do like learn how to feed your AI like the right like seeds and stuff like that. It's like at that time you could just go on Fiverr and go find someone who can do this for honestly pretty cheap. Like,
like I mean, Fiverr, like, yeah.
Did I plug something not great?
It's one of those like, but yeah, definitely find an artist to commission, and if they're undercharging, like some of the ones on Fiverr are, just tip them extra.
Yeah, that's exactly. Actually, I basically did that, and also shout out to let me make sure I get the right plug before I plug this. But I found the person who you can see good old Nan right here. I didn't make Nan. Someone else did. I know their name is Israel, but I'm trying to find their like actual like their plug and like the thing that I need to plug for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I found that person on Fiverr, and like they did their job so well and so quickly, and that I was just like, why would you ever need to like, do this in such a weird like roundabout way of not supporting artists? Like they're everywhere, and they're all really willing to just get in there and do the job. Like, and yeah, I basically, I do remember tipping because I was just like, you did this like in 0 time. Like it was I was like, okay, this will be the next month, and then they were like, in 3 days, like, here's your final renders. Do you want me to like export the zip for all the models? And I was like, are you kidding me? Like crazy.
But
the face I did.
Artists.
Yes, support artists. And if you can't, then try to like do something on your own. I think I've sometimes gotten into stuff where I've like this is now just advice corner with Alice and Olivia, by the way. But like basically no, yeah, I think like if you can't find an artist, or it's too it's out of your price range and you absolutely can't, then it's like maybe sometimes like figure out a way to render your art in a way that like you can create and make do with what you can. There's like I don't have anything off the top of my head that's not like at least like indie even, or that's not AAA or whatever. But it's like there's been countless times where people have realized like we don't have the ability to make this look like a AAA game, but we can we can just make do with what we have, and then that becomes the thing. I really, really, really don't want to plug South Park, but the only example that's coming to my brain is that they were like, we don't know how to do animation at all, but they drew little pictures on a thing and stop motion them around, and that's like the thing. That's like the style of, nothing else looks like South Park because they didn't know how to do anything.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Undertale involves some of that, and
oh yeah, I think it does.
Yeah, and a lot of mods too. Stardew Valley, I think, because like the guy had to learn like programming as well as like pixel art, and if you look at his Haunted Chocolatier stuff compared to the Stardew Valley stuff, there's definitely some improvements in like the pixel art itself. So I think, and there were a lot of changes over time to Stardew Valley's art as Eric Barone learned how to pixel art, do the sort of like pixel art style. So like kudos to his significant other for supporting him.
Yeah. People, yeah. Thank you for shouting that part out, because too many people do that whole like, he made it alone, all on his own. It's like, yeah, but she was working a job and holding it down, and also was uncredited on stuff in the game. So like, you know, the myth of crunching solo dev stuff is a myth because you always have community. You're always you're always inside a community, and I'm sorry. I'm happy you credited her
No
just
problem.
now.
No, that's
It doesn't
fine.
happen enough.
No, it doesn't, and that's why I mentioned her. I'm sorry I don't know her name off my top of my head, but like, you're absolutely right in that like solo dev, and even the fact that I'm able to, you know, do live streams and some contract work while looking for, you know, the bigger bucks in a way. Uh, though that won't cause me to leave URN Charge. That's just, you know, joys of indie funding. We won't get into it live. But yeah.
Yeah.
But like the fact that I'm able to sort of focus on this career is because I have the support of my relatives who are letting me stay at their place while I kickstart the whole career thing, and have been letting me stay at their place while working on this. So
That's lovely of them.
yeah. So it's never just like one person on their. There's usually community, and like I could get into a whole thing about how we as society need to embrace community more, and our
Versus and singing my song. I'm sorry. Sorry, I interrupted.
No, it's good, but yeah, like how the lack of community is part of why fascism is able to be getting such a grip on America, and that's a whole tangent.
We could go into that. Daily reminder: government made it illegal to live with more than one person in a few places just recently, and that's a big alarm bell for something on that note.
Yeah.
Overemphasis of individualism. We need more emphasis on community, and that's why I love shows like Last Avatar, for instance, because it is about the avatar. You're the avatar. You're the avatar. But the whole point is that he doesn't know how to do that, and he has to learn from community.
You mean the Last Airbender?
Wait, what'd you say?
Did you mean the Last Airbender?
Oh dear, no. Yes, not. We're not talking
Avatar:
about
The Last Airbender.
Yes, not. We're not. We don't talk about James Cameron. No.
No.
No. I'm sorry. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yes. Yeah. No. Thesis of the story. Aang doesn't know how to do anything. He has to learn from people, sometimes unconventional people, that you would not first pick, and those prejudices and those personal grudges and stuff, and they fall to the wayside when push comes to shove, and he doesn't do it all by just being Mr. Badass. He has to learn from everybody, and that's why it's one of my favorite shows. Is that lesson is there, and it's like, yeah, and you love every character on that show. If you like that show, like it's pretty well rounded for every character. You know, the fact that they're taking another swing to try to get Azula her redemption arc is, I think, very, indicative of that moral that don't discount everybody.
Yeah, no, and yeah, okay, so my desktop computer is named Azula, and my cat is named Zuko.
Very good cat name. I love that. I love Zuko.
And there's another cat that's like uncle's, and that cat is Sokka, and we have one who's technically named Haru to keep with the theme, but he mostly is just called Ru, because he's more of a Ru than a Haru.
Yeah. Aww. So good.
He's a ginger. Well, half ginger, half Siamese.
I haven't said this yet. I think we got it. I think we landed on a really good thing.
Yeah.
I think all our edits are great. This looks like good.
Like we'll be able to like make like changes to it as like so I put in asset migration because that's what the next stream will be about, and then like a thumbnail can be and then like it can be adjusted for any like other future things. Clearly I'm at my time limit.
Yeah.
For talking.
I think I am too. I think I went on too many Yeah, I think I went on too many lectures. But I hope if anybody watches this and sees this later, like I think all this is just because we want to empower people to create, and I hope people create around us and with us, and this is going to be fun to stream all this stuff and show people what it's like to make an indie game at our level.
Oh yeah, and all the like ups and downs. So since we're sort of signing off, thank y'all for watching, anyone who makes it to this point. The stream I mentioned next week will be on the URN Charge Twitch, which you'll be able to find via the linktree below. And
the Discord.
Yes.
It'll be streaming on the Discord as well.
Okay, it will be streaming in the Discord because yes, we have a Discord.
Yes, very much so. If you do click on any of these links, I think Discord will probably be the best one to click on, but you can click on all of them. I suggest you click on every single link in the description at the bottom, and I also suggest that you follow and subscribe Nerdy Unreal Dev.
Aw, thank you. And yeah, and we will not be here next week, but we will be on the new Fancy Schmancy Twitch channel. Hopefully next week. It's one of those, that is the plan. Will the ADHD brain allow the plan to happen? Stay tuned.
Yeah. It's my whole life.
But thanks for watching. Have